Babes Behind the Beats with Jess Bowen and Bowie J.
G'day everyone, it is Bowie Jane with Jess Bowen for Babes Behind the Beats, and we are so excited because we have our friend Kayla Starr, singer-songwriter, and that is her real name.
Woo!
It is.
I love it.
Rock star name, are you kidding?
Such
Thank
a
you,
rock star
Mommy.
name. So
Thank you.
good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're here. We obviously, actually, for some reason, only just met recently
Right.
in the last few weeks.
Best time ever.
But had the best night, had the best time with you, and I was just like, okay, you obviously need to be on the podcast, and also we need to be best friends.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited.
It was such a random fun night. Like, all of us musicians didn't really know. Some of us knew each other, and then it was just
And
like
then all of a
very
sudden,
late.
we're all just taking shots, and we're at the Rainbow Room, and we're just
We
having
took
a
a
good
lot.
time. We did.
a lot of shots.
We did. We also still want to talk about that Burt Reynolds shot. Does anyone know what, like, do
What
we even
is
know what
in
it
it?
is?
Yeah. Oh,
We gotta ask Lights.
was it butterscotch snaps and Jamison or something?
Could you tell?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell what it was.
But I ended up with ketchup packages all over me at the end of the night, and I'm
mean-
not really sure why.
We had
That's
a
how
big
good of a
one.
night it was, y'all. It was really, really great.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, man. But again, so happy that you're here, and like,
you.
just want to have a nice little chat and get to know you and let our audience get to know you, because you are
Yeah.
so cool and have worked with some amazing artists. And you yourself also just an amazing singer, songwriter.
Thank
And
you.
just, it's really great. So I guess my first question is just like, did you grow up, like, where'd you grow up? Did you grow up with music in your veins? Like, was your family a music family, or like, how did you even first kind of get into it?
Yeah, so my family is definitely a music family. My dad plays like every instrument in the world. My mom's a singer. She has 5 sisters. They're all singers as well. So I grew up harmonizing with them.
Oh.
Yeah, I grew up going to church with my dad because he was the organ player. And then at 7, I started singing classical music. I sang classical music till I was like 18.
Wow.
Then ended up going to MI, Musicians Institute, and started singing pop music.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
So I wanted classical music.
Yeah, I was a first and second soprano.
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Yeah,
That's
girl.
good training though, isn't it?
I
It
feel like that's got to
is.
be the best training, right?
Dynamics, everything. It taught me a lot.
I
But
could imagine.
I thought it was so cool.
So did you do like choir and stuff in high school? Like, how did you?
I did.
You
I was in like
choir.
chamber choir, chorale, concert, jazz, like everything.
You did everything.
Yeah.
So you've just been, and again, it runs in the family. You said your mom and all
It
her sisters.
does.
It's just like it runs in your veins. Like,
Yeah.
singing was already going to be.
I
part of
love
your
that
life.
you're
Mhm.
harmonizing with all your aunties. Like, that's so cool.
Girl, my aunt Essie used to make me dress up in sheets and like her heels, and I would have to like dance and harmonize to Tina Turner cassette tapes
No.
when I was a kid. Yeah, and
Oh
she'd be
my
like,
God.
again.
No way.
Yeah.
I love that
That's
so much.
wild.
That's why I know how to dance in heels to this day.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
Very grateful.
So would you say, like, obviously Tina Turner is a huge influence on you, but
Huge.
Love
like
Tina.
who else would you say?
I would
growing
say,
up?
okay, definitely Tina, definitely Beyonce. Let's just put her out there, right?
Yeah.
Santa Gold,
yeah.
MIA, Robin,
Oh
for
my
pop.
God.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I like very like eclectic artists.
Yeah, I love
Mhm.
that though.
So, Musicians Institute, you weren't doing classical there, were you? Like,
God,
what,
no.
what happened? When did the classical end? And
It ended when I graduated high school at 18, and then I went to Musicians Institute like that next season, basically.
You were just like, I'm
Um,
done with classical. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I always knew that I wanted to be in pop. I always knew that I wanted to tour for a living, and I wasn't going to be touring with classical. I just didn't want to. I knew it was going to be like pop, R&B, or rock or something like that.
yeah.
And then when I went to Musicians Institute, they had this thing called LPWs, which were live performance workshops. So you get to choose like what genre you wanted to be rated on that week, which was really cool. And you got to
Oh.
sing with a band and get a grade on that.
It's great.
Yeah. So it really helped me with my musicianship. It helped me with my stage presence and everything.
wow,
um,
that's so cool.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting my first pop gig. I think it was Colbert.
Oh,
You played on Colbert?
with this artist named Shamir, who's a sweetie pie.
that was your first gig?
It was my first TV gig.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But
That's
you'd been
crazy.
doing gigs around anyway, I assume.
Yeah, local shows.
Yeah.
But that was my first TV gig.
Did
Yeah.
that come through MI, or like how does that happen where you end up
Yeah.
getting like hooked up with that?
Honestly, I was referred by my friend who also went to Musicians Institute, Fabian Egger, who's an amazing musical director. But yeah, he referred me for my first TV gig.
So this is something that we've noticed, like that's been consistent with people that we've had in studio that have gone to MI. It's a lot of the connections of people that you know at MI, and they become musical directors. And then it's like, because you know this person and you also are great at what you do, you now get referred to play with these artists.
Yeah, so I was also in like the underground LA scene. I had like a little grunge band, basically.
No
like
way.
Grunge garage band, and we used to play like local warehouse shows. And then after that, after you start going to more jam parties, people start trusting you, and then they start referring you for gigs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's so same in the DJ world. Really important to be going to all those gigs.
Yeah.
So you have to be out.
Girl, you got to show face.
Yeah,
you
you
got to show face, shake those hands, cheers, whatever you need to
hold
do.
those babies. You know the politicians? And they would hold a baby.
Do something.
Yeah.
Step out of the house.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
That's
God.
right.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And then wait, did you meet? Is this where you met Bonnie? Was that MI?
We met first semester at MI. We
That's so
actually
cool.
we never met at school. We met at a party. I think I had a random party at a random apartment, and Bonnie just so happened to be there. And I was like, that chick is cool. She's funny. And then we became friends.
And this is Bonnie, our past guest. Yeah, that
Who we had on, and you guys are roommates.
Yeah,
too,
roommates, best friends.
Best friends.
Bonnie's an amazing keyboardist. You know,
Yeah.
we've just been there for each other for the past, I don't even know how many, 12 years?
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
even more
great.
than that. My
Yeah.
math could be off right now.
No, that's
But
amazing.
it's really important. I'm very grateful that I have like a friend that I could talk to in this industry, because as you know,
you need that.
it gets a little rough.
It's,
You know what I
it's,
mean?
it's important to have someone who like understands that too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Somebody you
It's
trust.
Totally.
Somebody you trust.
Because it gets rough, and it's like it's not necessarily an industry that you can trust a lot of people.
Exactly.
And especially, just in general, just the whole music world. But yeah, I feel like it's, you've experienced, I'm sure, some of that.
Girl. Yeah. So Fabian and Bonnie, I love those two. Those are my babies.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to bring up, I saw that you've played with, let's talk about, you've done stuff with like Macy Gray.
Yeah.
Oh
How
my
is that? How did
God.
that come up?
Incredible.
I love
Incredible.
her.
I actually auditioned for Macy.
You auditioned
and I got
for that.
Yeah. and
So
I got
that
the
was something
gig.
that you saw. Like, how did you find out about the audition, or like?
So it was also still through a person from MI that referred me, Barry Squire.
Okay.
And he hit me up. I'm sorry, I'm already laughing because he hit me up one day. The only reason why I went to the audition is because it was close to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I was
Did you know who it was for? Or?
No, I had no idea who it was for until I got there. And I was like, okay. And then one of the girls I knew from around the scene, she came out and she was like, it's for Macy Gray, and she's in there. And I was like, whoa.
Did you get like nervous then, or anything?
Girl, yes.
Yeah, she's in there.
I got nervous, but thank God my I think my audition song was Nina Simone Feeling Good, and I was like, okay, that has to be the perfect song
Yeah.
for Macy. And then I ended up getting a call back, so we waited around, and then I think the second round of auditions you had to like harmonize with another artist.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. So the first
Yeah.
audition you sing on your own.
Yeah.
And then they want to see how you're going to work with the rest of the team, I guess.
Right. And it was a little bit nerve-wracking too, because she had her band inside.
Oh.
She had her band inside and her manager. And I was like, I didn't know I was going to be singing for all these people like that.
Like her band's there just watching you too.
just sitting and watching. Who are some of my best friends now.
I love that.
You know?
That's amazing. But yeah, that's intimidating.
yeah,
if you're-
very.
And also, wait, I had one more question about that. Do you go in? You said you were singing Nina Simone. Do you get to, when you do these auditions, do they just say pick a song you want to sing and that's it? Like you
Sometimes
just
they say have a song prepared.
have a song.
And normally
prepared.
I have like a verse and a chorus, because sometimes they don't want to hear the entire song.
And so, but
know.
for people who don't know, like, so are you playing to a track that they take the vocals out, or is there a band there that like they know that this is what you're playing, so the band learned that song?
Sometimes it's like that, but for this particular occasion, I think that I sang it a cappella.
Oh, acapella.
right.
And then the band was there for the second round of auditions.
Got it.
They did have us prepare one of her songs, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, they did, actually. But the first round was just a cappella. Second round was one of her songs harmonizing with another singer.
So you're picking the harmony, or you're following what they've recorded?
I chose my own harmony.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mhm.
That's so
Mhm.
crazy.
And like, how many auditions were there then?
There were 2.
And then
Same
that's
day.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, same day.
Yeah, she had me. I think the second round, I had to harmonize with one singer, and then she told the other singer to leave, and then had another singer come in. Me and that singer clicked like jokes and the laughter.
Yeah.
Our voices blended together so easily. Her name is TJ Peoples. Hey TJ. TJ Peoples, phenomenal singer.
Yeah.
And we just our dynamic just worked.
Wow.
And Macy liked us, and
That's
that was it.
amazing. That's
Mhm.
so cool.
Well, and then next thing you know, you're on a tour, are you?
girl, I'm in Europe.
What?
Eating schnitzel.
Ah!
Okay.
So, like, how long after that audition? Because sometimes there's not much time, right?
I think it was a month after. We're in rehearsals
you
for
were in
about
rehearsals
a month,
for
I think.
a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Got
is
it.
life-changing.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Wait, was
and
that
that
your
was my
first big-
first tour.
Yeah.
My first major tour was
Wow.
in Macy Gray.
That's wild to be like, my first tour was with Macy Gray.
Honestly, like, I love the fact that I get to repeat it.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Because she's one of the last of her kind. Like,
Yeah.
she's an icon.
100%.
Yeah.
Legend. And her voice is actually like that. That's one question that I get from people all the time.
True.
It's like, does she really talk? Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's always on.
She is.
Mhm.
I
Always on.
love her. So
Yeah.
that's
She's a
incredible.
vibe. Rock star.
Wow. And the first
True
tour-
rock star.
Yeah. So do you still sometimes would you play with her still if she has? I don't know what she's been doing lately.
I
but-
haven't been playing with her recently, but
Okay.
of course, like,
Yeah, you
my,
still
my
do.
yeah, my phone is always on for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to ask about. I feel like what was the most recent one you did? Was it with Marina?
Marina and the well,
the
she
Di-
used to be called Marina and the Diamonds. Now she's just Marina.
Okay, I was gonna ask you that too because I was like, I knew her as Marina and
Yeah.
the Diamonds, and then she's just Marina now, right? Like
Yes.
recently.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
How is that? And how did that come about? Another music director? Or?
Okay, yeah, a musical director contacted me through an app called Jamcard. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
I know Jamcard. Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Ah.
saw my profile on Jamcard.
Are you on Jamcard?
I haven't opened it in a while. I guess I
Ah.
should be
Yeah, you
more on it. I
should.
forgot.
Totally. It's
Now
a
that you
great
brought it
app.
up, I totally forgot a little bit about
I've
it.
gotten
yeah.
a couple of gigs off of Jamcard. Shout out to Elmo and Christian.
Yes, Elmo, that's right.
Well, actually, explain what Jamcard is for people who might not know.
Jamcard is an app for musicians, so you'll be able to look up different jobs or follow different people's. I think you can also do mentorship on there as well.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
right.
It's an incredible app.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
It's great for if
Networking,
and just
finding
meeting,
gigs.
100% because
Mhm.
they're like, oh, we need, we specifically want, a female bass player or something like
Wow,
that, and you can
right.
go to this app and it's, like you can find those people.
Find opportunities.
Opportunities
or-
and these
yeah.
people we obviously put our it's like a resume. We have put our
It's your
resume,
yeah.
on there, and so they're like, this
Right.
person has played with so and so, and probably I think you could put videos as well.
You can put your videos, you
Yeah.
can put your music,
Oh,
like
amazing.
anything you've done recently or any shows that are upcoming.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
It's really great. So that's how you got the Marina.
Yeah, so he found me on Jamcard and asked me to come in for an interview.
Oh,
Right.
and did you know what for yet? Again,
I
He
think he
did
told
say.
me,
Okay.
and it's funny because I saw Marina. I can't remember the year. I want to say it was like 2014.
okay,
She played Coachella,
okay,
and I remember watching her, and I was like, "Who is this?"
yeah,
And my friend at the time was like, "You don't know Marina and the Diamonds?" And I was like, "No, but she killed it."
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
great.
her stage presence is great. And so years later, I get this random email, and he's like, "Hey, we want to ask you to come in for an interview." And I just sat down. It was with another singer at the time, and they just he asked us like what music we were into, like what days we had available, and I was
Oh
just
my
like,
gosh.
it was just like very chill. It was very
Yeah.
chill. And then they asked me to come back to do one show with her. I think it was for Neon Gold. Isn't Neon Gold Records?
Oh, that sounds
Neon
Sounds
Gold.
familiar.
Marina was doing a one-off show in New York, and they said if we did a great job, like they'd call us back for a tour. And of course, like me and the other singer at the time, Ryan Braun, we were like, anyway, like we're just gonna do this one-off. Like if y'all call us, like okay, sure. But they ended up calling us, like I think, like a year later, and was like, "Hey, we're
Whoa.
gonna go on the tour. Do you guys want to come?" And we're like, "Yes."
Oh my god,
Yeah, it was a great show.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love, so just a little backstory about Marina and the Diamonds. I think my band played in the UK. We played like the small room of an O2.
Oh,
And
O2
she was-
Academy. Yeah.
O2 Academy, and she
Mhm.
was in the big room.
Oh.
And so we were like able, they let you use your passes. Like we had our tour laminates, so we got
Yeah.
to go in and watch her. I think this might have also been 2014, honestly.
Okay.
And I was like watching her, and I also wasn't super familiar with her. But then I
Right.
became like, I was like, it was the same thing where you like, she's just so like, I don't know how to say it, like just enchanting on stage. I was just like,
Exactly.
who is
Wow.
this? She's
She's sick.
very, very great.
Her pin game, I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Like her pin game is unmatched.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
how quickly she can write songs and what she's talking about as well.
Wow.
Unmatched,
Yeah.
I feel like. And also her vibrato and how deep her voice is. Unmatched.
Yeah.
Wow.
She
Yeah.
is. She's really
very,
great.
Yeah, very.
Like-
I'm very grateful that I got to tour with her and just see the way that she runs things. You know.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
that the most recent, like the last tour you were on?
Last tour, yeah.
Was it a U.S. tour or?
It was the
Oh.
last tour I was on was South America.
Oh, South
But
America.
I did do a U.S. tour with her. I did a couple European tours with her, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's incredible.
That's so cool. Yeah. And
she's
then
sick.
I was going to ask you a little bit about, like, you just did what? Good Morning America?
Yeah,
a
with
couple months
Zara
ago?
Larson.
How is that? Like, I've
Wow.
She's
never
such
done.
a sweetie pie.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah,
I've
she's
just
such a
never
sweetie
done
pie.
Good Morning America. I feel like, what? Do you have to be up at like 2 a.m. or something?
Oh God. And
Let's talk about that day. I can't. I always
and
wonder.
sing.
I always wonder for
Listen.
singers, especially,
Yeah.
like, what time are you up? How are you getting ready to sing that early?
Girl, that was the earliest call time I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say, maybe I'm being over dramatic. Nah, I'm not. It was like 3 a.m.
What?
I would
time?
just stay up.
And my driver was early. He's like, I'm downstairs. I'm like,
You're like,
I'm still putting on my pants.
Yeah, I'm going to bed right
Like,
now.
What? That was
Oh my
crazy.
God.
That was crazy. I think we were done with the show by like 9 or 10
Yeah.
a.m.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
honestly wild to me. That's why I was wondering, because I've never done. I've done like morning television, but not as early as that. I feel like I don't feel like I've done anything like, especially not as big as Good Morning
Like
America.
breakfast radio, but at least radio's well now it would be video as well actually.
Yeah, but
But-
still, how crazy? Like, are you sitting there warming up at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m.? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, how did
Girl,
you get your
I'm
voice
trying to collect
ready?
my life
Yeah.
at 5 a.m. What? Warm up?
Yeah.
I'm trying to collect
You're just
my
trying to be a
life.
You're
human.
Just trying,
Okay.
just trying to get in the car.
Like you pour
That's
coffee,
it.
I'm like staring at it. I can't even like pick it up yet.
You still don't know. You're like, is this real life?
Okay.
How do I grab it?
It's a shame it's so early.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah.
You know, like, no, it was fine. It was fine.
Wow.
But it was definitely early. I want to say it was very seamless though.
Yeah.
Like everybody at Good Morning America was super sweet, so nice, sounded great. Like
I mean,
really
that's
have
pretty established.
Standard.
Just, they're
Yeah.
not. It's going to be a good thing for
Well-oiled
you. You know, it's
machine.
not, it's,
yeah,
it's-
we
Yeah.
sounded good. We looked great. It was like bada bing, bada boom.
yeah.
Perfect.
Is it one song or 2 songs? What do
It
you
was
do?
one song.
One song.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just all that, and then you do the one song, and then you're done.
Girl.
Then you hit the pub.
At 10
You know I
a.m.
did. You know I did.
At 10 a.m. Because you've been up then for 8 hours.
Yeah,
Like,
it's night.
Come on. Like, that's
We would be at
the end of your
Like,
day.
I gotta celebrate singing one song.
You're like, I worked so hard.
Girl,
today.
I'll find an excuse. I don't even care.
That's an accomplishment. If I had done Good Morning America, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's just a thing for me that it's like, it's you have bucket list things. For me, it's like probably
That
Good Morning
was-
America and
mhm.
SNL. SNL would be a bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, yeah, if I got done with Good Morning America at 10 a.m., I'd be like, time for a shot.
Girl, listen. I had my little driver for the day too. I was
the whole
like,
Where do
spin
you
me
wanna go?
around, spin me around, Mo. I still know his name.
I love that.
that is great.
Where we going, Mo?
Now imagine you two and Bonnie on tour together.
Oh,
my
we would
God.
probably die. We probably can
You'd
never
probably
do that.
die.
We're probably
No,
we
we'd
should
die
probably
the
tell
first
people
week.
don't let us.
We die the first week.
Yeah.
Me and Bonnie could barely survive vacations together. I'd be like, girl.
Are you going to Berlin?
Say that
Are
again.
you going to Berlin with them?
For her
or-
birthday? No, I'm not.
Oh.
I wish I was. I wish I
Oh.
was. But she'll be back for my birthday. My birthday's in June as well.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you also a Gemini?
I'm a. Excuse
Or are
me?
you a
I'm a Cancer baby.
a Cancer? That's what I meant. A Cancer?
I'm a Cancer
That's what I
baby.
meant.
Okay, this is why I knew I loved you. I'm a Virgo, and I just
Oh, we get along.
love Cancer.
Mhm.
Cancers and Virgos.
We get
We're
along
very-
for sure.
I knew I liked you. I knew I immediately
But
we clicked.
You know what's crazy though? All of my friends are Geminis.
Me too.
All of them.
I
all
have
of them.
so a lot of my best friends are all Geminis.
And I'm Libran, and Librans go well with Geminis. So
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
that
yeah.
means.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. We're good friends too.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Libras.
I didn't want to say I was a
Cancer.
Libran in case it was.
No, I get along with Libras really well too. Obviously.
I know we're like Cancer.
You're
Yeah.
like,
People are like, oh, emotional. I'm like, don't do me behind closed doors.
oh,
wiping this
my
tear.
God.
Well, I wanted to talk about, so you obviously have your own solo project as well.
I do, yeah.
So do you have anything coming out? I know you just played the Troubadour recently. You had a song that just came out. What was your most recent one?
I Might Lie.
I Might Lie was the most recent.
Yes.
Okay.
Please go stream and listen.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
it's a
song
vibe.
is great. And also, like, how would you describe your music? I feel like it was so, like, electro, like R&B. Like, how would you describe it? Like...
Exactly like that.
Oh, okay. Cool. I did
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I feel like I'm really bad at saying what things are. Like, I'm bad at
Imagine if
genres.
she's like, that was
But
wrong.
She's like totally wrong.
I mean, alternative pop, I would say, but
Alternative
it's
pop.
definitely electronic R&B.
A lot of like synth and like R&B
Yeah,
for
vibey,
sure.
whimsical.
It's
you know,
I love
I'm
it.
floating on the clouds.
I
Did
love
you,
it.
you wrote it with other people or on your own, or how
So-
did that work?
I write all of my own lyrics, and then I have certain producers that I work with. So right now, like my right hand man, Billy West, is incredible. I actually met him through the Macy Gray gig.
Oh, cool.
He's an incredible producer. Like Billy's mind is just once he gets your aesthetic as an artist, he's like, okay, I got this, and that for you.
Great.
He knows. He just,
knows.
Yeah,
you
that's-
don't have to explain anything.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And he's very patient too. I never have to feel like oh, I don't know enough music theory or anything like that. He's like, no, we got this. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Great.
Down
that.
for whatever.
Yeah.
For I Might Lie, I worked with Alex Kine, who's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dope bass player too.
Oh,
But he
that's
came
sick.
over one day and just started playing the keys and then came up with this really dope bass line, and then we just created I Might Lie.
Just wrote around
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Mhm,
cool.
I
mhm.
love that.
But I worked with different people on different songs.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
makes sense. It's nice to like kind of get different takes of, people that have
Mhm.
different vibes and stuff. But if they can catch what you're really going for, that's the most important,
Dude. And it takes time.
Yeah,
It takes time to
does.
find the people that you vibe with.
100%.
You
Because
know,
it should be fun, really.
at the end of the day,
The process.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it should be fun. It shouldn't feel rushed or anything like that.
Yeah.
If it clicks, it clicks. If it doesn't, find somebody else.
Well, and as
Yeah.
a songwriter, and
Yeah.
you want to be able to be vulnerable with like lyrics and like you know what I mean. You got to be able to have someone that you like. Because I can't, it's awkward. You're just going to meet someone and then trying to be like, now let's write a song together. Like, how vulnerable can you get? You got to be comfortable.
Well, you know what? My main producer Billy, we had a conversation. He was like, the stuff that you're writing right now is cool. He's like, but you need to dig deeper. He was like, you have to say the things that are gonna make people feel uncomfortable, make you feel uncomfortable for even saying out loud.
Yeah. Right.
And I was just like, oh, my heart. So with I Might Lie, I talked about some pretty risque things.
Ooh.
You went there.
I did.
Yeah.
I went there, and it was kind of crazy because sometimes I'm the only girl in the room, which I would love to change that, by the way.
Yes, 100%.
But
yeah,
sometimes I'm the only girl in the room, and I'm writing about very like intricate details
Yeah.
of things, and the guys are just like looking at the ground, and I'm like,
you
told me to go deeper.
They're like,
No pun
"Ooh,
intended.
this is
No pun
Right,
intended. No pun intended. No pun intended.
Of course they did.
Okay.
So funny. And are you independent?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
I was
It's a
gonna say,
lot
do you
of
want to?
work.
Indie as it gets.
But do
Yeah.
you like? We always talk about this too because I feel like the state of the industry, it's so different now. Like, do you want to stay that way so you can own like 100% of your masters, or do you feel like you would love like a label to give some sort of like marketing budget and like
No, I'd love to stay independent.
yeah,
And
Interesting.
yeah. I like being indie. I like having creative control.
Creative
I don't want to
control's
feel
a
like a
big one.
slave. I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yep.
Release it
I
when you
don't-
want to release it.
Yeah.
write about what you
and
want to write about.
And
Yeah.
I think that like Prince and everybody before us kind of warned us about not signing to a label.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to chew off my own foot. Is that the saying? Chew
yeah.
off my own foot?
yeah. I think it sounds.
I don't want to chew off my own foot, but I think the goal is to stay indie as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to know because some people have had different responses to that. Some
Yeah.
people are like, no, I don't. Because some people don't want to have the I don't want to worry about the marketing and worry about what videos I'm going to make and worry about this, that, the other. They're like, they want someone to take it. But I'm like, you sacrifice, though, then you give up part of your master. And it's
Right.
like, at what point is it, are they just being a bank for you that you're just are taking out money and you just keep giving it back? You have to
Right.
keep owing your soul basically to them, you know?
I don't want to be in debt to someone forever.
Yeah.
But I get that too. I don't want to worry about marketing. I don't even like posting on social media, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
It's so
Like,
annoying.
It's a lot.
It
I know it's a lot.
I
and
go
it's-
through stages where I'm passionate about, and right now, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
And to make it
actually.
feel like authentic to you is like also the other thing, because I feel like some of these things that are going viral, it's just like it's like, do you have to do it that way? You know what I mean? Like certain ways where
Right.
you're like, do I have to think in that mind? But it's like, that's not me.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it feels a bit forced.
Totally.
And I'm a jokester. Like, all I want to do is post memes.
yes.
To be completely honest with you, but I don't get the hits off the memes. I get the hits off of like pictures of me.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what people like to see, just us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but what about this really cool like song that I found yesterday? Like, y'all ain't.
right.
Oh, okay, but you want to see a picture of me in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Just mirror MySpace?
Right.
Y'all like
Isn't
that?
it
Okay.
crazy?
Like,
Yeah.
all right, we'll keep it that way.
The weirdest things get likes.
I
Girl.
still can't figure it out. I
No.
still can't. Are you on TikTok or anything?
I am.
Have you figured it out? Like, I still don't feel like I understand what.
Well, it keeps changing.
I
do.
feel like I'm addicted to TikTok, but not posting on TikTok.
Not posting.
I just like
You
the
like to
comedy.
look-
Yeah.
You like, okay,
Yeah.
so you have like your algorithm is like
I
comedy.
had to change my algorithm. It's all over the shop.
What's
Like,
your algorithm?
At the moment, I'm just getting like, just crap. It feels like TikTok shop stuff.
Oh, a lot of promoted
are you
shit.
buying on there?
I bought one thing once.
That's where you messed up.
There you go.
They gotcha.
Now everything's like, she will buy.
And I'm like, dude, this feels like a fucking shop. Like, I don't want to see all
Yeah.
this. I'm like trying to change the. I'm trying to like follow all these Ableton producers and stuff so that it will change it.
Yeah.
Girl.
You got to start liking all the music. Yeah.
Mhm. The
music
Like,
stuff so
like,
it
I think
gets
you
it
just got to
back.
look and like at the things that you want in your algorithm,
Exactly.
right?
And it's
Yeah.
stupid things like massaging your face stuff. Like, I don't have any. Or,
That's so funny.
You know,
Mine's pretty much
it
mine's
feels like junk.
lesbians and dogs and drums
Oh, your algorithm's quite
and
good.
food. I get people that like cook like cool things. You know
I
what
get
I mean?
the food too.
I get the food stuff.
I'll be
and
making
I,
myself hungry.
no, same. Sometimes I'll be in bed at like midnight, and then all of a sudden I'll like scroll, and then there's like someone that's like making this incredible. They're like, try this recipe, and I'm just like, okay, now I need
But
this.
my thing is like I'll press like show me more in the caption as if I'm gonna make it right now. I'm like, I'm not about to make this like chicken Alfredo
Yeah.
with
At
the
1
creamy
a.m.
sauce
Yeah.
at 1 a.m. Like, go to sleep.
yeah, totally. That's me too. Oh man,
Too much.
It's so funny.
But yeah, I love TikTok. I'm a little bit addicted to it. I did like one funny penguin video where I was dancing with them. I think stuff like that is like cutesy or whatever if
Yeah.
you have the time. But
Yeah.
I think all of it, we probably shouldn't take it seriously.
No,
yeah, no,
that's
for
right.
sure, for
Yeah.
sure. That's the other thing is it's just like there's so much like false information there too, and it's
Exactly.
like and people like want to take everything so seriously.
Oh,
Exactly.
And I'll look in the
gosh.
comments and I'm like, okay, that person's dumb. That person's dumb. Like I'm just like they fell for it. They fell for it. Like you know
Too
the
much
things that
time.
people just like are like, oh my god, like I didn't know that. I don't know. Just I saw it like the other day and I was like, how are people this like gullible?
But you know what? TikTok, like viral TikTok goes quick.
Yeah.
True.
Goes
True.
quick. I went viral a couple of times when I was with Marina. And I remember my friend like sending me a picture on Facebook and she was like, hey, is this you? She sent me a screenshot.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. My heart dropped because I was like, girl, please. Like, I was like, did my eyelash fall off? Like, I was
It's
like,
you with
"Please,
ketchup all over
please."
you.
The only person that saw that was Bonnie.
And you know where that
She better
came
take
from.
it to her grave. She better take it to her grave. No, and so she was like, she's like, they're all talking about you in the comments. Like, you need to go over to TikTok right now. And it was like 5 million views. And
Oh.
everyone's like, who's the background singer? Who's...
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God, it's me.
That's
That's
good.
amazing.
I was like, thank you, validation.
So then
I
did
love
you
y'all, by the way.
So then would you like like how did you respond to that? Did you like repost it in a way that you like react with it or something?
I
Or-
repost and I comment and I just said thank you.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful comments.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, that's nice.
I've never seen that before in my life. So I was just like, this is so cool.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
nice people.
And then one of the comments was just like, you could tell she just enjoys being up there. And I genuinely I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, that's
100%.
where I feel like myself most of the time is on stage. You know,
Totally.
Yeah.
I become a different person. I'm like, I can do whatever I want. I can conquer anything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the fact that they saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that. And again, yeah, you luckily got the good side of the internet because
Girl,
there's some hate out there that you know.
we do with trolls.
I'm sure it's gonna come.
no, but it's
it'll
great.
come. Yeah.
But you know, that's that. Yeah, and that comes with with just being in the public eye. Anyone who gets, you know what I mean? You're going to have good comments. You're going to have bad comments. But
I saw some bad comments. Like some racist comments, misogynistic comments. Like, I saw everything. But I chose to focus on the positive.
Good on
you.
you.
That's great.
That's what we
Love
need
that
to
energy.
do.
Okay.
Love that energy.
Now, what have you got coming up for this year?
Okay, so I am finishing up an album. It's called I'm Not Hiding Anymore. It's in the process of being mixed and mastered. So as soon as I have the due date, you guys will have it.
Yes.
Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, and then I started a sync licensing camp with my producer. We're called One PCA, which is One Phone Call Away, which is another name of a song that's a part of the album. Yeah, so we're working on some sync stuff as well.
Cool.
A lot of songwriting, a lot of recording right now.
That's great. So you're kind of focusing on that side and maybe put in the touring for a little bit.
Exactly.
Just on the back burner, just for a little bit.
And diving into the K-pop world a little bit.
Oh,
Can't say too much yet.
Okay.
No.
But hey,
Why do
that's
I always break out in an accent?
Where is that coming from?
I think I did. Stop. And you guys aren't stopping me.
I was just more fascinated. I was just like, I want to know more because K-pop fascinates me. It's just it's a great world to be diving into. So I kind of want to know more
I'm
about
dipping
that.
my pinky toe in it a little bit.
As you should. I feel like that's a very lucrative
writing?
world too.
I love
other
writing pop
artists.
music
Yeah.
for other artists.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I have one fun question that we like to ask people. So for your rider, do you like to have something specific on a rider backstage?
Oh my God.
Is there like your top like few things that you would put on there?
Okay. Ginger shots.
Oh.
Okay, that's a good
That's
one.
a
Number
good one.
one.
That's actually really
Number
good,
one.
especially for
Nice.
singers. I feel like
Yeah.
vocalists.
For singers, but just for your immune system,
Immune.
period.
Yeah.
And just being on a bus with like a million other
Yeah.
sweaty people.
Totally.
Ginger shots for sure.
That's great.
And speaking of shots, tequila.
Yes.
My preference, tequila Blanco.
Yes.
Nice.
Same. I love a
Mhm.
Blanco.
Casamigos, you know.
So you're easy to please.
Girl.
Ginger shots
And
and Casamigos.
tequila.
Come on.
That's it.
Easy.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Easy.
Okay.
That is great.
I love it. I love it.
I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, that was like my main thing as far as food, like chips and stuff like that, you know. But sometimes a lot of the rider food goes to waste.
I was gonna say a lot of times,
Yeah.
especially with like the type of tours that you're on, it's like you already have catering. You've got things at the
Yeah.
venue that like the rider itself is. You really would probably just care about the drinks, as in the
Right.
ginger shots and the.
I would
the
say,
alcohol.
yeah. I would say like Cliff Bars or something like that. Something that you can eat
Get
on the
in your
go when you
stomach.
get tired of like catering food.
Yeah,
which
totally.
I normally never do.
I was gonna say they change it up all the
thinking
time, right?
Girl, I'm a thinking like I mean everything.
You're like, yummy.
Give it to me. Give it to me. We gonna make it work. But yeah, ginger shots, tequila shots, Cliff Bars.
That's
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
That's a great.
So you have a
rider.
shot before you go on stage?
No.
After only?
With Macy we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But do you usually like prefer to wait till after the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because normally I'm singing and dancing, so I don't want to tire myself
Oh,
out or anything.
yeah.
And
Got it.
I want to be on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I don't want any slip up or anything like that. But Macy was kind of like a rock star tour, you know? It
Yeah.
kind of went with everything. But for the most part, no. I wait till after.
Yeah, so you obviously can dance then. Or
Yeah.
did you have to
Yeah.
pick that skill up later?
I was always a dancer.
Well, because
Yeah,
your
I
auntie
did-
made you like dance.
Yeah, I danced.
With
I danced with my aunt Essie.
in heels.
Yeah, my aunt Essie. And then I also did like hip hop and step in high school, and then I continued at Musicians Institute as well. They had like hip hop dance.
Oh.
I also went to Broadway Dance Center for a little bit too when I was living in New York. So
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's great.
Damn.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Love that.
Awesome.
Well, for everyone who's listening who might not be following you yet, do you want to give the social media, like all your @s that you're most active on?
At Kayla Starr, hit me up. Don't be shy. I reply. Ooh, that rhymed.
Oh, that was
And that's your
right
next
on the
bar.
spot. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here. And we'll obviously
Thank
tag you
you.
in it. So everyone go follow her, check out her new album that's going to be coming out, and just keep up with what she's doing because she's really fucking rad. So.
Thank you so much, and thank you guys for having me. This
Thank
was
you.
like one of the best interviews.
Thank you for
Oh,
being
We
here.
actually laughed and had fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
do
like-
okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We
yeah,
make it
that's
fun, right?
Okay, don't.
I was like, we make it fun.
And also for our listeners, if you can subscribe, like, comment, that really helps us. We would love that. If you're on podcast, pop up a review, a
Awesome.
5-star review.
Only 5 stars. No.
comment a little star for me.
Yeah.
Yes, Kayla Starr here.
That's right.
Well, thank you again so much for being here.
Thank you guys.
We love you.
I had a great time.
Bye.